Nutritional diversity, full spectrum, a full spectrum diet is completely necessary for full optimal performance. Once I inoculated my microbiome with full spectrum nutritional diversity diet, it was like a permanent change. While I was doing it every single day, man, I was in the best shape of my life. You know, I do it as much as possible all the time, but it's hard to do. Where are you going to get your nutritional diversity diet from? Well, you can start at a farmer's market, but that's not enough. Let me have, and people disqualify this and don't take it seriously, and I think that my elite performance is because I'm injecting stuff and not telling you, but I've never injected anything. And let's just have a good old trusty modern AI verify these things for us. ChatGPT, tell me about having a full spectrum nutritional diversity diet against injecting peptides, for example.
Absolutely. So the comparison between a full spectrum nutritional diversity diet and peptides is pretty interesting. On one hand, having a diet that includes a huge variety of plants, animal products, organ meats, and so forth basically gives your body a crazy broad range of nutrients. You're hitting your microbiome from all angles, getting all sorts of vitamins and minerals, and overall just giving your body a very natural, holistic way to optimize itself. On the other hand, peptides are more like a targeted intervention. They're specific amino acid chains that can signal your body to do certain things, like repair tissues, boost growth hormone levels, or improve certain metabolic processes. They can be super effective for very specific goals or deficiencies. Ultimately, if you have a choice, a full spectrum nutritional diversity diet is like giving your body a complete toolkit. It's not just about one specific fix, it's about overall resilience and health. Peptides can be a nice add-on if you need them, but they don't replace the broad benefits of that diverse diet.
Okay, now please tell me what kind of benefits a person should expect who's living and eating the modern diet of today and moves in up to upgrade to the nutritional diversity diet we're talking about.
Absolutely. Happy to paint that picture for you. So if someone's shifting from a standard modern diet, which tends to be pretty limited in terms of...
Continue. Temperature, this Brazilian sun. I guess you'll have to try it and find out. If you want top performance, you got to put it in top to put it out top. Very, very simple. It's not hard to get your head around this. Now, which ingredients are you going to soup up this nutritional diversity diet with? Because obviously, if you get strategic, exotic, super cultivated, by a super cultivator who has tons of knowledge, really knows what they're doing, has the most enhanced nutrition in the most natural, optimal way, that's going to be a lot better for you. So where are you going to go to get this? Well, I would recommend Central and South America. Finding the most incredible cultivators is not going to be hard for you because you already found this video. So just click on the links below in the description and get hooked up with the top team, the travel Jedis, the nutritional diversity operators, the guys who have the coolest conversations because they're eating the coolest food and their mind is working in the coolest of ways, right? Full spectrum, full power, full knowledge, on its way to full knowledge, right? We're always learning because everybody who knows everything already is not learning anything. That's not us. Right, so all our positions are open. We're always looking for new information. We want to get the better inputs. We want to do the better outputs because we truly love our people. We truly love nature. And this is the way that we're going to be the best asset for them. The best asset for everybody around us, making us the most integral part that we could possibly be of this beautiful experience, communicating the most genuine gratitude to above in the most genuine of ways. All right, so help your friends, share this link, follow us, Let them know about the new news, about that we can be incredible. I mean, if we went down the wrong road, technologically, naturally, organically, emotionally, societally, all in any of these ways, how are we going to heal? Going back to nature. Nature's where we'll heal. If there's any toxicity, if we got off the track anywhere, go back to the basics, go back to the drawing board and heal, and become your best and optimize, just like everything in nature. Who will? And then of course, beautiful music doesn't hurt. Oh. Save lives right now. Maybe I'm saving your life right now. Seriously. What if I told you there's a personality type out here that will destroy you, that will destroy family members and people that you love and care about? Check. I'm helping you save lives right now. Maybe I'm saving your life right now. Seriously. What if I told you there's a personality type out here that will destroy you, that will destroy family members and people that you love and care about? And if you have a kid with them, oh, forget about it. You're more than destroyed, and you don't even matter anymore. This kid does. But that little princess or prince is gonna come out your own personalized Grim Reaper. In business, in personal life, if you run into this particular personality type, you are in danger. Let me tell you who's most in danger. Superstars are most in danger. Go-getters, they get to the point where they can provide not just themselves, but for others. That they could provide, they could carry the weight. True superstars, not just independence, which is the baby step border baseline of being able to speak to others at all. Because if you can't sustain yourself, if you can't support yourself, and I mean in very tip-top shape, what exactly do you have to say to the rest of us, right? So when you start paying attention to people from this video on, when you're paying attention to people, make sure that they meet the criteria, that they have the results, that they take care of themselves, that they actually are in some beautiful place. They achieve exotic destinations. Your life is an adventure, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have one, now, I'm not coming on here selling you a business, talking to you about business. I don't have monetized channels. I don't get anything out of this. I just want to really leave some wholesome, integral ideas out there, you know, and I really do live by this. Like, you know, once again, I'm not preaching finance or anything I don't have expertise in to you. You know, I'm just talking about fitness. I'm talking about character. I'm talking about the benefits of valiant ethics and great morality. I'm talking about doing things right and telling the truth and having adventure and being inquisitive and becoming addicted to learning. You're gonna become addicted to something, right? Learn, create, get yourself better, help the next guy get better, sharpen that blade till the very, very end, and show the other side exactly what you're made of, and that you're angelic material. End of story. So this morning I sent the Dr. Phil Chase Hughes interview. I've been paying attention to Chase Hughes for a minute now, and I really appreciate his information and the clarifications that Dr. Phil are making about how military psyops were incorporated into American public opinion. And so now it can start to make sense a little bit how people celebrate murders and how just incredible, outlandish things we didn't think we'd see just 10 years ago, definitely 20, as regular commonplace now. And people screaming in the streets over absurdities, little kids believing lies from their parents who want to wreck the X and get the checks, right? We need to really MMPI2, Minnesota Multiple Phase Personality Inventory Test, a digital test. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard give us a great education on this and their trial. Everybody from parent to president should be going through this so that we realize if somebody's in a seat of power and they're a high-level manipulator that spent all their talent points on manipulation, because if you can be manipulated, then you can be hijacked from the truth. Angelic Edge, the collaborating channel, distraction practice channel, right? Because if you're running an important mission and you've got people that are stalking you religiously, what are you gonna run alongside of it? A distraction, right? You're gonna run a practice. You're gonna go ahead and run an experimental channel or several of them to figure out what's going on. Here you see me and my exchange brother in Helsinki, just outside of Helsinki, Finland, at his summer cottage. Here you see me at a chess set in Panama City, and then in just a minute you'll see me in a really ritzy place in Fortaleza, Brazil, and a really ritzy place in Manaus, Brazil, and this wonderful adventure across the Brandon Angel Fitness Journey episodes. And this is all really a gift from God for being surrounded by liars and being 100% against them. And that might take some wrapping your head around, and you might not believe that that's true, or you think that I've got my own little theories and I'm just lucky, or I'm just blessed, or I made some other correct decision outside of that. But I am sure in my own heart that what I am looking at in my life is me getting what I deserve after tons of pain and anguish and not falling to it. Angelic Edge, I promised that I would make the first episode with my friend Aaron Roberts because it was going to be an interview channel, not just another practice, me and the camera channel. And I was going to interview angelic personalities who had gone through hell and came out the other side valiant. And I've noticed that people who go through hardcore hell, they'll come out on the other side valiant. But when they're spoiled and they go through just a little bit of hell, but it's not really that bad, that's where the chance lies for them to be called what we mouth sound out today, narcissist. It's a slaughtered word. It's a hated word. The guys that are narcissists have made a great phrase that everyone calling us out. They're the narcissist, right? I'm not the liar, they're the liar. A liar will tell you that all day, and so will a truth teller. So it becomes very confusing. Aaron Roberts was lost to us by murder by child torture, clinically known as parental alienation. But they are trying to destroy this father. Some mothers get targeted, and they are doing it with lies and recognized child abuse. In my case, looking at the hundreds of professionals explaining how what the cost is for the child, They kept doing it, and they did it even harder. The more resistance you put up to it, they put the gun to the kid's head and say, keep resisting, keep trying to be a father and claim your rights. And I'm gonna make the stories worse. I'm gonna do more shady shit. I'm gonna buckle in more in this war. And the child is the weapon, number one, right? So these are sick people. There's parents out there that physically molest their kids. And there's even what I would say more dubious parents that covertly, spiritually molest their kids and wire them to trust every not trustworthy person, falling into every pitfall, and trust every not trustworthy person, and not trust every trustworthy person, losing all their opportunities, right? So it's a total, and this was run on me by my horrible narcissist of a mother. And I feel like if you can just swerve these turds, as my other friend, Robert James Allen, who watched me almost die a couple times, and go through hell, and then he's also passed away and left us. And he wasn't able to do too many YouTubes before we went at all, but I can just tell you he was a really great guy, and he was really highly persecuted for that fact. All great men will be persecuted by the little measles the little small jealous minds that they fry by being good men. All these minds that cannot be good like that and don't make the cut, they're very, very much provoked, right? So I took the episode down because his sister, after he passed away, said there was pieces of it that he wouldn't have said if he knew he was gonna die, and that could have negative effects on his child. That being said, in this piece and the next, I wanna say Evan was a great father. He was a loving father. He put so much love and energy into art projects and bringing the best he could for his kid. And when contact denial happened, and that's when the real child abuse becomes severe, we watched this man who could run 6 miles every other day and looked fit as can be, whittle away and die in 1 year's time. So I've dedicated my life to working against these things that killed me too. My life was saved. That's heavy. If you are a piece of crap, just like narcissists, maybe not so heavy. But when you're a valiant cat, man, I don't know what's heavier, right? And then if you're saved by a problem child, oh man, you know, more rocket ride. I'm loving my life. I'm loving the rocket ride. As long as I keep doing the right thing and and being honest and true and telling the truth and living the truth and rebuking the lie and rebuking any falsehood and rebuking with a furiosity and a passion any type of person who's lying to people, to other people, and calling them out, I feel like my rewards will be endless. It is through that cognition and orientation that you see this beautiful James Bond life in the background. Hua, I love you guys. Be your best so that you can help the rest.